Welcome to Booming at the Top of the Hill. This vlog is related to email. What is it good for? So, part one, what do you need email? What is email? Who provides email addresses? Selecting your email name, some information about email passwords, and are you still on the fence? To answer the question, why do you need an email address? You might ask yourself, do I need some kind of unique identifier that allows me to get to a variety of different websites on the internet and allows me to work with my bank and other email sites? Most businesses, for example, need an email address to do business with you because they need to be able to send you a confirmation of your order, shipping information, deal with questions that you may have to do with an order. You also can get notifications from everything from your bank to credit cards. So if you're near your credit limit, if your credit card is being used in Uruguay and you're not in Uruguay, they're going to ask you before they allow a charge to go through. Also, you may need your email address as a login ID for many sites such as Facebook and LinkedIn. What is email? Well, email is simply electronic mail. It's mail sent over the internet, mail sent through different kinds of services, but there's not a print copy of it anywhere. Email actually was internal originally. It was part of many companies' intranet. Then it became external so that it involved all different aspects of people's lives and allowed people to log in from a variety of different locations, and that's the internet version. One of the nice things about email is that it's immediate, or at least nearly so. So rather than waiting several days for a letter to make it through the mail, it can make it in seconds, minutes, or at least in a couple of hours. You can also send attachments, such as pictures of what you've had for lunch. It also allows for business collaborations. Who provides email addresses? Well, there's oodles and oodles of different groups and places out there, but the big ones are America Online, Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Outlook.com Mail, GMX Mail, and Inbox.com. I'll briefly go through them. One of the oldest ones out there is America Online. They allowed email to be sent back and forth between its users very early on, and then finally to send that email outside of the AOL domain. AOL Mail allows for virus and spam protection. Large email attachments, much larger than a lot of businesses allow. Your address is at AOL.com with your ID before that. It also has device-specific apps, meaning that you can download something to your iPad, your phones, and check your mail in that way. You can also check mail by logging into mail.aol.com. Gmail, or Google Mail, first started April 21st, 2004, has 1.2 billion global users, and you can recognize most of the folks who send by this manner. They are at gmail.com with whatever their identifier is. You can check your mail for that service at mail.google.com. Yahoo Mail began on October 8th, 1997. Right now has a little bit over probably 225 million active users, according to Wikipedia. They allow for a terabyte of storage, so chances are your emails won't disappear through time by reaching the file limit. It allows for 25 megabyte attachments, which allows then for even some of the higher quality pictures. At yahoo.com is what most folks have in terms of their email address. Some may have others, though, because Yahoo acquired a number of other companies and they have kept their particular at designation. Again, you can check their mail at mail.yahoo.com, and you can also download device-specific applications. Outlook.com may not sound familiar to you, but if you're an old Hotmail user, this is now what Hotmail has become. About 400 million users. It began as Hotmail back in July 4th, 1996. You now will see address for mail from these coming at outlook.com, at hotmail.com, at live.com, or at msn.com. And again, you can check your email at outlook.live.com. Mail.com allows for unlimited storage, about 2 gigabytes of file storage in the cloud out there. It has multiple domains, so .com, .biz, a number of different ones that are out there. One of the primary differences about Mail.com is they don't require a phone number to be able to use to verify your account, to send texts to your device so that you can authorize use. You can check your mail with them at www.mail.com. GMX Mail is a rather interesting service in that they allow for not just your user ID and a password, but also one more level of security so that people can't attack your account. So usually some sort of security question. It has unlimited storage, allows 50 megabyte attachments, again has multiple different domains that you could use. It's related to mail.com, and you can check your mail with them at gmx.com. And then finally, a specialized version of Gmail is called inbox.com, and you can address them google.com/inbox to check your mail. This is a kind of a specialized service that was invitation only for a while, and then they open it up to the greater public. Now, in selecting your email name, chances are, if you waited this long to get an email account, the name you want, what they call the logon ID, or login ID, is already taken. So you may have to use a variant of your name or add numbers. For example, the original W. Harris at AOL was the one who got the name first. The others then are W. Harris 1, W. Harris 2, although they don't always necessarily remember to add that. If you are giving this address out to businesses and family members, you want to make sure that your email name isn't something sexy or too revealing about yourself. As a university professor, every once in a while, you see things like Sexy Vixen as a variant, or Hot Mama, or things like that, which are a little embarrassing in the business world. You also have to select your email password. Do not use your address, birthday, names of pets or children. Don't really use anything that a person could find on a web page about you, because there are hackers who will go out there and scan your web pages and start to look for common use kind of terms. Some email passwords require letters, numbers, and some kind of punctuation, so an exclamation mark or question mark or something like that. Read the requirements, and this will avoid a little bit of frustration in the process. Also remember that you may have to change your password several times a year on some of the services, so think of variations. Some places, though, require that the new password has to be significantly different from the last 5, so you can't just add 1 and then 2 and then 3 each time you upgrade your password. Do not use your email password as a password for a site if that site uses your email address. So if you have to type in wharris@aol.com as your user ID for the site, don't have your password for that email address there, because if someone spooks the account, uses a fake version of the login screen, you may be giving them access to your email account. They will then perhaps use that to spam millions and millions of people, or at least thousands of people. In my case, I can't send emails to certain domains anymore because someone did that with my account. Are you still on the fence about email? Well, if you love writing letters, receiving your bills by mail, then you can probably live without it. But if you've lost touch with people, the internet, at least for most people, is a positive way of keeping in touch with people in your family, friends. I've gotten in contact with people from high school that I literally have not seen in over 30 years. You can always delete your email address also if you decide it's not working out. And you can keep your information private, and no one can search it from the web if that's your desire. Well, thanks for listening to the first episode about email. Part 2 is going to be about getting that actual email account, and we'll go through setting up a couple of different accounts to show you how it's done. Thanks for listening to Booming at the Top of the Hill. This is Maury Harris, and I'll talk to you next time. Thank you.